Ms. DelShea, did you have anything you wanted to say? Ms. DelShea?
I'm just
Listening.
okay. I met Keith last year. I think you remember me, you and your sister. And my attorney and I came to your office as a mother who lost her only child to a corrupt system. I called Amy Klobuchar's office. I called the mayor's office. We protested in front of the governor's mansion. The commissioner, Carter's mama. We went and we talked to everybody I knew that might be able to help me with my son's case, Hardell Sherrill, the young guy that was neglected medically.
That's the Beltrami case?
That's right. And I got no response from your office. I got no response. You saw the videos of what happened to my baby. We're talking about 8 minutes and 46 seconds from George Floyd, and let me tell you, I take absolutely nothing away from what happened. But we're talking 8 minutes and 46 seconds, and people are having a hard enough time watching that video. My son's videos from within a controlled environment. 6 days. My baby suffered.
Over 800 videos.
Yes. Jail surveillance for 6 days. You guys saw them videos. I cry. I cry every time I look at those videos. That was my only child. Not that anybody else cares, but that was a part of me. And so when my son died, a part of me died as well. I thought for sure of all the people that I went to and spoke to, Mr. Ellison was going to help me do something. Because not only did I vote for you, I pounded this pavement to help get votes for you because of the mother, Ellison Malmquist Skinner. You may know that name. She's deceased now. She's gone home to be with the Lord. Was very involved in politics in the Women's Political Caucus.
Is it Earlene Skinner?
Ellison Malmquist Skinner.
Okay.
She helped Mayor Carter get where he's at today. But everybody ain't remembering that. I cleaned North Slawick's home when I owned my own business. These people in politics, I used to know all of these people and would be in the circle learning about politics and how everything runs in the chain of command. Who you're supposed to go to for this, who you're supposed to go to for that, how you're supposed to file this complaint, why are you supposed to file this complaint, what's the next step after you file the complaint, then what do? You get sick and tired of talking and ain't nobody listening. Last year, I pounded so much pavement. I couldn't even go down no more pavement after I had my car accident. And I said, God, why isn't anybody trying to help me with my son's case? Because this is not an isolated incident. And what we were asking of you was to get the BCA involved to do a formal investigation into Beltrami County Jail, period. Because there were several deaths before my son died. And there have been several deaths after my son had died. And it's been every year. Let me just go back and just let the people here know. We're talking about Stephanie Bunker. I'm just going to start just in the last few years, okay? Stephanie Bunker died. They say she hung herself. Her mama says, ain't no way in hell that happened. Okay?
Right.
But that's what they claim happened, right?
Yeah.
The next year, Tony May. They say he wasn't but 25 years old. This young man supposedly had a heart attack. Mama say, Mama May, no way. Now, the next year, 2018, here come my baby. They treated my baby like a dog in that jail cell. 6 days. We ain't talking 6 minutes. We talking 6 grueling, gruesome days. Now, you want me to give you a little more information about that? African American in a jail cell that is full of Native Americans, primarily because they're in Bemidji, okay? These folks up here are scared to death. You know why? Because they working under the good old boy system. We need to do away with the good old boy system. Ain't no, look, I'm gonna scratch your back, you scratch mine. Let's just put this report, you know what you need to do with that report. Because if that report comes out, then we gotta get over here, we gotta talk to him, and then you know she gotta come through, and it's gonna, we gotta just hide that report. That's what they did, Keith, to my baby. We had a stupid investigator from the Department of Corrections go up there. Come on, Brother Philip. One paragraph. 2 months after my son died, we got one paragraph. And that paragraph said this: Dear Sheriff Hodak, because he was the sheriff at the time, mind y'all, he's retired. He heard him got up out there because he knew what was about to come.
That's what Ellison did.
Come on
I
now.
sent the letter to the United States Department of Justice. I got a response. They got the response in Ellison. He resigned a week later from the St. Paul Police Department.
So
they know what's about to happen, so they hurry up and resign.
So let me say this. That one-page paragraph said there were no violations. None. They said they looked at videos. They said they looked at documentation. And I'm thinking to myself, that is a lie from the pit of hell. They couldn't have possibly looked at what I looked at. Ray Charles could see the truth in that.
Come on.
Almost 2 years later, I thank God. I'm a praying woman, and I know how to get on these knees and go in my prayer closet, and I ask the Lord. I said, God, I know you are able. If Keith can't do it, if the governor can't do it, if the commissioner can't do it, if the whoever can't do it, and these elected officials that you're talking about that we have voted you all in, if y'all can't do it, I know God will.
Amen.
I know God will do it. And I'm saying this because it's time.
It's time.
For a change.
Yes.
Ain't no more, oh, here you got video and you seeing all this truth. You got documentation. You seeing all this truth, but yet nothing is happening. You got Channel 5, Channel 4, Channel, whoever you want to call out. Wasn't but one station that wanted to put my son's story out there. That was Fox 9 News.
Dear sister, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I would never interrupt you unless I had to. But I only have this scheduled for about an hour. I can stay a little later to listen to you, and I'm happy to listen to you for about 5 more minutes. But I do have prior obligations, but I will come back, okay? And if you would like me to respond, I will.
Yeah.
But sometimes people just want to, you know, they just want to unload.
I'm angry
Right,
because you never responded to me, Mr. Ellison. I waited. It's been almost a year. But I'm a mother who's hurting, who lost her only child. I got to grieve and fight and grieve and writing letters and all of this, and no response. You could have at least responded to me, sir.
Ma'am, I'm not going to interrupt you. I'm going to let you talk as long as you want.
That's all I
But when
wanted to
it's
say.
time for me to respond, I'm going to.
That's what I wanted to say. Is why haven't you responded?
Well, first of all,
You said you were going to
Okay.
look into the matter.
let me know when we're ready.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm struggling right now. You have to be able to understand. You have to. I'm sorry. I mean, no disrespect to you, Mr. Ellison, and your position that you hold. But you got to understand, I am hurting, and I have been hurting for a lot. I'm talking and ain't nobody listening to me.
So
This might not be the right time for me to say anything.
Cause I was trying to help her reach out, and I was contacting Keon, and so we gotta have it where when we're reaching out, we gotta get help. We gotta get help.
All of us feel the same.
You know, and that's why I had you come to speak, Keith, so you can just kind of understand.
Hey, Wayne.
Okay, so I'll
And
be
we'll
here.
schedule. We'll let you guys go at 2:30 because that's what it was scheduled until, and then we'll schedule another time with you to come back. And
Right.
like in a few weeks or something.
We will come back. We will come
Yeah.
back. But for now, we're here to listen.
Because there's no way that you could even answer everybody's questions in an hour and a half
I can
anyway.
answer her question.
Yeah,
but,
so I
but
want you
know,
to make sure you answer hers. But then even in the future, when we schedule an hour and a half, the questions that we have and what we're going through, there's no way you'll ever be able to cover it in an hour and a half. So you'll have to come back anyway.
And how often do you call me and I call you back?
You call me back all the time.
So I mean, I'm not trying to not be available,
I know.
right? So what should we do with the next 15 minutes that we have?
I want you to, so the next 15 minutes, I would just want you to talk to Ms. DelShea, answer her question. If there's a sneak question that could get through, maybe, but I want you to answer Ms. DelShea's question.
Let me do that. So, Ms. DelShea, I don't know if you were here in the beginning, but the question was asked to me, what's my jurisdiction? Here is my jurisdiction. I cannot file a criminal case against anyone on my own unless it is a Medicaid fraud case, which is not your son's case, or unless this county calls me in, and if there's a county that's doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, they're probably not going to call the AG in, right? Or unless the governor appoints me. Those are my three ways into the case.
Yep.
As a criminal matter.
Yep.
So, this conversation reminds me a little bit like the George. Can you stop that, man? That is, I can't stand it. It reminds me of the George Floyd case. Somebody said, you need to charge them with first-degree murder and the death penalty.